A good brunchin'. A good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody. Good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody. Good brunchin'. You are tuned into the Good Brunchin Podcast. Good Brunchin.
Good brunchin', people. Good brunchin'. We live, baby. We live. Welcome to the Good Brunchin Podcast. You all right, man? You all right? Why you looking like you lost your best friend, brother?
Brother, let me tell you something.
You got the hoodie on, like you messing up my brunch energy right now, brother.
I'm trying not to mess up the brunch energy. I'll be honest with you. I'm so glad this shit is virtual because you would kick me out there. Let me tell you something. I'm about to say your sister. Your niece was sick the last 2 days.
Uh-huh.
And right after the show, she's like, "Daddy, are you done with the show?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, I just want a hug." And da-da-da-da. I'm like, "Okay, cool." I give this little chickie poo a hug, and now I got whatever the hell she had. Bruh.
It happens like that, brother.
Yo, taking care of kids is the worst, yo. They are germaphobes, yo.
You gotta get your immune system. Like, you know what's crazy? Like, you know, the kids always get sick, especially when they be in school. They begin there, but
Right.
Thank God, I really don't be getting it. Jackie gets it, and Anaya passes it to BJ. They pass it, and I'm just like this. Nah, I don't really mess with y'all like that. And then if I get any bit, I can't like the tail end, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Once I even start thinking that something's going on, I'm starting to pop some more pills. Not like that.
It's a stomach virus. So last night I knew it was coming because I went ahead. I couldn't eat my dinner, and I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, I already know what time it is. So I had to muster it up. I was like, yo, you know what I mean? I gotta be on the show, but got some water. I feel a little bit better than I did last night. Last night I was fucked up.
Big Bear, good brunching. Good brunching. Like I said, welcome everybody
that are watching. If you see Ace just disappear, act like it didn't happen because
word. He like, oh, like listen, whole situation. But good brunching, everybody. Like I said, it's the Good Brunchin Podcast. You already know how we do it. Monday through Friday. We are here on all platforms. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. So make sure you follow the Good Brunchin Podcast and subscribing to us on YouTube. And people, if y'all ever want to get send in any emails or anything like that, you can send those emails in to the Good Brunchin Podcast at gmail.com. That's where you can send in your emails. You might have different topics you want us to go ahead and touch or things like that. And we ended up, I think, last week we did a whole episode from an email. You know what I'm saying? So definitely send those things in, and we ain't forget about the roll call. Thank you for the people that did send us some roll call videos. We are still building that up, but you can send those videos in to the Good Brunchin Podcast at gmail.com. But I know we missing somebody. She will be here. All right. I know y'all like, where Tamika at? She had to handle some business, but she is going to be in here, so she's not getting written up. The angry producer said it was all good. But she will be in here because I think we got a great topic. But before we get to our topic, I think we got an email for today, people. We got an email. We got mail. Like I said, send those emails into the Good Brunchin Podcast at gmail.com. If y'all can do me a favor, share the live on all the platforms that you're on. But let's get into this email. Dre, Good Brunchin. Our brother Dre dropping in Good Brunchin.
Hey,
Dre,
what position did you play in ball?
Say that again?
What position did you play in basketball?
Point.
I can tell. Go ahead. I can tell. My brother knows when he got to take over the game. That's why. He like this.
Yo.
Oh, hey, down. Don't worry about it. I got this. Ha, ha.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got it. Cuckoo. Yo. All right.
I'm here with you, but
I know you here, but I'm just look.
I salute you because I'm like this. I'm like, yeah, he'll throw a wing pass at least now and again, but he like this. I got you, bro.
Yeah, look. You just a body right now. I'm just waiting for Tamika to pull up.
I'm gonna be here. Like I said, I'm here.
I appreciate you, brother. Hold on. Y'all in the comments, if y'all ever want to jump in. Oh, see Meek. Net was gonna ask. She's like, hold on, where Meek's at? Meek could coming. But like I said, if y'all ever want to go ahead and join in on the conversations or anything like that, just hit us in the comments on all the platforms, and we'll send you that link so you can go ahead and join the conversation. So let's get into this email, man. Let's get into this email while Ace, sits back and does what he got to do. It says, good brunchin'. In relationships, do you believe true equality is achievable? Or are there always underlying power dynamics at play? For example, in my own relationship, my partner and I try to make decisions together. But sometimes I wonder if one of us ends up having more influence than the other without realizing it. It got me thinking about the nature of power dynamics in relationships. That's from Tiffany. Tiffany, you out here power tripping. Hold on. We're going to see if Ace going to talk about that.
Would it be that?
I mean. So let's just answer the question: are there power dynamics when it comes into the relationship?
I think no. The first thing was there equality? That was the first question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, equality in a relationship, and I think that there is, but I think that the dynamics kick in when certain things happen. For instance,
True equality achievable.
Yeah, I think it is achievable, but I don't think that it's all. I always think that there's going to be one dominating more than the other in certain aspects. Tiffany, you may have better finances than your significant other, and he may have better rational decisions than you. You know what I'm saying? So of course, when it comes to finances, you may have to take the helm on that. That doesn't mean you don't include them, but you may be the dominant one in that. So, the same thing, vice versa, with, like I said, more logic. Like, hey, should we do this?
So if you got the bread, your balls can hang a little longer in the house. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that per se, because you can have more bread.
But now look at this. Now I got the bread, right? But it comes to something in the house that we want.
Yeah,
I mean, like we're doing something in the house. Does that have to go by me?
No.
Because I'm the one that bringing the bread in?
I mean, I would say a conversation.
Well, I have to say so to say, nah, that's too much money.
Yeah, you have a say so. You have a say so, but at the same time, if she knows, like, for example, you and I play FanDuel, right? If she knows
that hurt too soon, man. Too soon, man.
I didn't know you put that. I'm sorry.
Come on, man. But, all right, go ahead, man.
My bad. I didn't know. But the thing is, if you were ODing on FanDuel where it was borderline, I need to call 1-800-GAMBLER Anonymous or whatever. Yeah. She has a right to be like, yo, no, we're not going to do that, because your thinking is, yo, we going, and I'm taking small scales. Yo, you want $200 to go buy this? But you know how many parlays I can hit off of that? Like, you're not thinking for the house, you're thinking for yourself. You know what I mean?
It's my money.
Yeah, it's your money, but y'all share it though. Like y'all share it because what if she bring in some bread too, right? Well, most of the time women do bring in bread, so she bring in some bread too, and you a little bit short, and you go to her, and she like, nope. Now y'all got a little riff over some small things. What I'm just saying is the dynamics of who's dominant. To me, would just be the person who can make the more rational decision in that department.
So let me just say this to translate what Ace is saying. Ace is not the dominant person in this household, all right?
I am. When it comes to money, I am. But
listen,
when it comes,
he don't play this. Y'all see how?
Damn it!
Nah.
Okay.
When it comes to finances, believe it or not, I am. However, when it comes
when you say finances, as far as what way, like financial decisions,
yeah,
like you handle the bills and do all that kind of stuff.
I handle the bills, but also just like, yo, should we spend money on it? And sometimes I let her do it if I don't think it's gonna set us back too far. But then I point out,
you hear what he just said? That word can get you in trouble.
Well, no. What I mean by
I didn't say that.
Yeah, no. No, what I mean.
Yo, Cash. I think right there needed police. Police.
Yeah.
I want you to know I had nothing to do with that.
What I'm saying
Police! Help! Police! Help!
what I'm saying is that not so much let her do it, but sometimes if she has something that she's like gung ho about, I don't give up no flack over it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that she's not like crazy with finances. She's good too.
But I feel like there is some type of power because you kind of can say or you don't say, like you kind of do have some type of power.
Right, we all do. That's why I said I think it can be equality, but in some instances, depending on the department, one is going to dominate the other. Now that doesn't mean
so you just say you can. Is there? And now it goes back to our question: is there really the equality, or it's just always going to be? It's never going to be a 50-50.
If I had to go with a blatant yes or no, there's not always there's not going to be equality. There's always going to be a fluctuation. But there's sometimes that I think that the two parties are neck and neck, and it's like, yo, whoever takes the helm just takes the helm. There's no argument about it. But there are some, like we know, where you go like, yo, if I let this person take over this money, or if I let this person make this decision, shit, it may bite us in the ass 3 years from now.
Yeah, but I'm just okay. But so like I think I agree with you when it comes to the dynamic. When it comes to the dynamic of the Big Bear Instagram said, watch that comment and let her as soon as she watched that back, Big Bear, I'm telling you, it's crazy. But
she gonna be like, what did you say? I'm not feeling good. Don't
worry about it. He said the medicine was kicking in. Yeah, but no, I agree with you, and I feel like as in certain things, I don't feel like it's because I hate the power thing, right? I just feel like, look, that's not my department, so I'm not the head of the department. I don't want to say have the power because I want you to know that, okay, you might run the finances, but I still got power to say yes or no, we're not doing it. My power is just as good as your power. It's just you can run the department. You run the finances. But if Billy want to get ahead and take his money and go play golf, that's what Billy's going to – I'm not looking for it. You know what I'm saying? That we can talk about it, but you're not the end all be all. I think that's where it comes. You're not the end all be all.
I think that's what Tiffany is trying to see, if the person that has the power is the end all be all. And I don't think that should be in any department. If you're with the person,
agreed.
I don't think that in any department you should.
I can't operate under that
unless you're doing a surprise. Unless you're doing a surprise vacation or then you don't want that person involved. But even on vacation, you shouldn't be like, yo, we're going there and that's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Nah. I mean, I'll be honest. We just had, y'all know I'm real transparent on here. Me and T just had a situation about that where I was like, yo, you're planning the vacations, but you're planning it because of where we align, not realizing that I don't want to do that every time. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So before you go ahead and say, this the vacation, boom. Like, at least come to me like, what do you think about this time? Yeah, it's fun, but I know people that went to Disney World every year with their kids, and the kids hate it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want to go to Disney World,
Yeah, so even though you do the planning of the vacation, don't just take it upon yourself. Oh, since I did the planning, this is where we going. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah. Well, I don't. And then one thing I just don't like. One thing I don't like is to feel like I don't have the power to just say no. You get what I'm saying? Once you put me in that type of situation, like now I'm going to get Like, what if like you just said, I don't want. I want us to talk about it and agree on, or if something that you run cool, but just know. Like, you're not the end all be all. It's not your way to highway. And this is and it's okay. And I'm gonna say this to Tiffany too. It's okay to disagree when you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, we don't agree. Let's agree to disagree.
And it's okay, Tiffany, to know where you're not strong and be the support. Just because you're not the spearhead doesn't mean you ain't a part of the team. You know what I mean? You're just not spearheading this one. You know what I mean? It's like how I was just joking with Bill. Yeah, I'm not feeling 100%. You know what I'm saying? Bill runs the point and he's like, all right, I got this. I got this, but all right, Ace, I still need you to do some parts. Don't just sit there like a bump on the log. So same thing with you, Tiffany. Don't just sit there, you know what I mean? Don't just sit there thinking that, hey, you know what I mean, because he's the one running. Angry producer.
Rick is in the building.
That's how
Hi, everybody.
that's how your girl ends up knowing a man named Nasty Nate, and you call him
When you in the bot, yo, that's Meek, what's good? How you doing? You good? Welcome, Good
Yes,
Brunch.
I'm good. I'm good. Good brunching, everybody. Good brunching, y'all.
Good brunching. You were missed. You were missed. Did you get a chance to hear the email?
I heard it. I heard the email.
Do you want to touch on that?
So I do
I want to hear the
that
female's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that in certain situations one might have a little more say so than what the other one might have, depending on the situation. Like, let's say if you ask me out, if Ace comes to me and says, I want to go to Jamaica, right? He says, I want to go to Jamaica. I'm going to expect him to take control of all that because that's the plans that he's making. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, but if we go to Jamaica, we got to go. I'm not going to do that because you came to me with that offer. You know something that I don't know, so I'm going to let you handle that. When it comes to like household stuff, I do feel that there's certain areas that one might have a little more say so when it comes, like, let's say decorating the house, right? I'm gonna just give that as an example because that's usually like a big thing, right? I do feel that we both live here, so we both have to like come to an agreement when it comes to decorations. But when it comes to your space, I have no say so. My space, you don't have no say so. But the living area, like the living room and stuff like that, where the family is that, we should have an agreement to how that should be. And yeah, that's just how it is.
But you come down in my cave trying to get her to tell me how we.
I'm not gonna. Right. If you have your own space, that's your space. I got my space. My office is my office. Don't tell me nothing when it comes to my office.
Let me ask y'all a question. If let's say that the house layout, you have one room left, okay, and let's say the significant other gives you the room. Are you not like they're like, yo, that's your man cave or that's your she shed or whatever it is that you call it, she cave or whatever you may call it? Are you obligated or do you feel obligated to now create some kind of an extra room for that person that did not have?
So you saying we got an extra room in the house, and now I got my man cave, but she don't have an office. She don't have a
5-bedroom. Well, let's say you got 4 bedrooms. You go ahead, and I'm saying distinctly 4-bedroom because the way for you, Bill, you got 4 bedrooms. Naya get room, BJ get room, you and Jack get a room. One room left. Besides your little, besides the living room, dining room, we're not including that.
Yeah.
One room left. You go ahead and give it to her. Hey, that's your office. Go ahead.
Okay.
Now, let's say your basement was unfinished.
Yeah.
She be the one, like, should she be just as excited to get you your room, your spot up and going?
Hell yeah.
Or can her thing be, if you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't.
She should be just as excited. And I mean, that happened with me. That you just said that was my story. Like, both kids got a room. We got the bedroom, and then the 4th bedroom was what's his name? It's our office. I still need somewhere to get ahead and go. You know what I mean? Like, I was doing this in the kitchen, because the basement wasn't finished. But at the same time, since it wasn't finished, it was like a plan. Like, look, when we start building, like, first off, I'm like this. She wanted it done, and I think I wanted it done more. But then, the financial thing or whatever. So I just made it my own man cave. I got me some throw rugs, put it on the ground. I did what I did, made it livable for me. But once it was time to really invest and put the whole thing in, she had that same energy. Because now, because at the same time as this, when that happens, I get to go into the cave. You got everybody got their space now, so
Right.
everybody's good.
Oh, no,
To
I
where when we don't have that space, being on top of each other, you better get you. I think she's more excited because now, like, you get the hell away from me. Because just like you don't want to share the office. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
see, this wasn't supposed to
and she don't want to share the office.
Yeah, this wasn't supposed to be a shared thing.
No, I mean, I understand. No, I'm just saying. But now my thing is this: if we have, I know the situation, but it was something else. Now she's like, "Yo, I'm excited for you to get your own spot so you can get out of my space."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That be the real thing.
Well, so that's the thing. When we had it, she wanted the walk-in closet to be a whole room and have like vanities and stuff set up. And I was like, all right, just give me this room for office then.
Yeah.
Then when situations align and you know things happen in the family, I had to do what I had to do. So now I got other plans. So by season 3, I'm trying to be up out of here, baby. I'm moving out.
I ain't mad at you.
I'm moving
out. All
out.
right, so listen. So Tiffany, we thank you for sending in your email, and if y'all want to go ahead and send in any of those emails, send those emails into the Good Brunchin Podcast at gmail.com, and we can get into it. I'm happy Meek is here. What you over there messing up, Meek? What you over there eating?
Look like coconut
yogurt. Look at her. She's like, I'm trying to eat all good. That's what my skin be skinning. But we going into the topic for today, y'all. And today's topic, I think we gotta go.
Outside of water sounds nasty to me.
What?
Everything outside of water. Everything outside of water sounds disgusting. What are you eating on me? Oh, I got chicken and yams and collard greens.
He's like, that's disgusting right now. My stomach is messed up.
Your stomach is messed up.
So, yeah, that's why he acting like this today. But you know, he a little Mitch.
Your niece gave me.
Yeah, she did. It's gonna be all right. All right, y'all. So the topic today is: should couples prioritize individual self-care and personal development over the need of the relationship? The needs of the relationship. I'll go ahead and jump in on that one.
Elaborate on that, because self-care. Are we talking like hygiene and stuff like that?
No. I'm thinking self-care, like mental self, like getting my mental. You know what I'm saying? Getting myself together and personal development. And I look at personal development as I'm just growing as a person and where I'm at in my, let's say, career field or whatever it is. Shout out to GS Radio checking in. I appreciate y'all checking in, my man. My man's in the building. Ronald is in the building. GS Radio. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. But yeah, I think it is. I think it's important for each individual to make sure that they're good on their own. But I always say, because if I'm not good for myself, how can I be good for somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm coming in with energy that's not even, it's already off, and now I'm putting that weight on them. Like, and you know, you tend to get ahead and start doing things, and it has nothing to do. You know, some people lash out at people, and it has nothing to do with you. It's because they came in holding all this kind of stuff. So I feel like if you need a minute to get yourself together and take care of yourself, like, you know, I need a break. I need a vacation. I need a massage. I need me time, you know, and then I need to grind out personal development. I need to grind out right now in my career. So let me focus and grind out here, and you understand what I'm doing rather than you nagging me because I'm chasing after something, and now I got to deal with you, and I'm trying to build for it's a lot. So I don't think I think that it's definitely needed when it comes to in your relationship. What you think about that?
I'm gonna say that the individual self-care and personal development is definitely needed, but over the needs of a relationship, I think that I can't agree with that part, because I think that you have to separate the two. I think you have to know how to separate the two, and like you said, tell your significant other at this moment, this is what I need to do. Almost like a calendar of days. Hey, on Monday, Monday and Wednesday, I go to yoga. Don't hit me with when we gonna spend time on Monday. Monday at this time and Wednesday at this time, I go to yoga. And I need that to be what you need me to be on the relationship side. I don't want to say you put it over it, though, because of course, this is a partnership. So that person needs you as well. But I think so using the same analogy, you can't be like, y'all go to yoga on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then Tuesday she like, hey, let's get lunch together. Nah, I'm gonna go to yoga for I need an extra day, to get myself. And it's like, okay, that one slide. Thursday she says, hey, you want to go catch lunch today? Nah, I'm gonna go back to yoga again. Because now it seems like you're trying to avoid the building of y'all partnership. And I don't think.
But I feel like that. But see that becomes another issue. That becomes another issue. And I agree. I agree with you on that. But I'm saying, like, okay, if Monday and Tuesday is Monday and Wednesday is when I do my yoga, that's my day. So I shouldn't have any problem. And I need that, like you said, to be who I need to be for this relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what, because now when it's not prioritized, I tell you this is what I need, and then you sitting there saying, look, you can miss yoga on today. When you start telling me what I can miss and I can do whatever, but that's why it needs to be prioritized, because you have to when you prioritize, you understand, okay, look, this is what you're doing, and I understand why you're doing this, and this is what I'm going to get out of it. Because now when I don't let you do what you need, now it's going to bring problems to whatever those needs are in a relationship, because now instead of going to yoga, I'm going with you to some shit I knew we could have did Tuesday, but you wanted to do it today. So now I'm there with an attitude and I'm doing that. Well, we could have avoided all this, got everything done, with everybody happy. And I think that's the biggest thing. We can't think it just about ourselves. We got to think about everyone. If we think about everybody, you know what I mean? And I know it's hard to please you, but it's just you and her. So I think that's important.
But I also think that, like you said, it's prioritized. But we, answering the question, is it over the needs of the relationship? Excuse me.
I'm good. Certain things I believe it depends on what the needs are. It depends on what the needs are, and because then some people they're out here, they settle for certain things and just so the needs are met. So now they're sitting here settling so that the needs are met, but they're miserable.
Right.
They're miserable, and then now later on, now you want to take care of yourself or something else happens. Nah, let them go ahead and prioritize that. And I feel like it should be that way on both ends. And then it comes to, like we always talk about, it comes to the communication. It definitely comes to the communication, right, and you letting them know what you need.
If the person acknowledges your self growth, I think that, and they communicate with you, I think that you don't have to worry about prioritizing it over the needs of the relationship. For instance, we know that Mika does meditation, and we know that she does readings and everything like that. If I am dating Mika and she has readings on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have to respect that. I should respect it because that's her personal growth. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, you just because you're in a relationship, you shouldn't lose yourself. You know what I mean? You should still see yourself grow. And if I ignore that and do exactly what you said, Bill, which is, okay, she does readings on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to tell her we have no choice but to go handle some relationship business on one of those days. Yo, you mean tell me you couldn't schedule that another time?
Yeah.
I think that's where the problems come in. And a lot of relationships do that. A lot of relationships, and I don't want to change the subject because it may make y'all eyebrows go up. A lot of people don't care about the individual self-care of someone because they don't want to change. I met you a certain way, and I want you to stay that way.
Well, that's not. I don't think that's fair nor realistic.
I don't want to change the.
No, I give. Yeah. I mean, we can kind of touch on it because
a lot of times that's the reason why. When I met you, Bill, no Diddy. When I met you, Bill, you were this type of guy. Now that we are married, you are now changing to be this. Yeah, that's what I said. No Diddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why are you changing? Even as little as hairstyles. Mika, when I met you, you didn't have locks. Now I'm throwing shots when I'm even just saying how I don't. Oh, so now that you're so spiritual, you got it. Yo, that hurt me. Like, what the fuck you mean? Since I'm so spiritual.
Yeah.
This damn medicine kicking my ass. It's getting good because now I'm warming up. My fire's on, baby.
But now, before we get to Meek here with Meek, as I say, I had a question in the day. You made me you stopped me when you took that turn. So I'll come back to it. Meek, how you feel about it? Nah, you got. I'm gonna come back. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
Go ahead, Meek.
But Meek, how do you feel about? Oh, I got it.
Okay, so I think my personal development and like my personal needs and the relationship needs are two different things. I feel if I'm not good, I'm not gonna be good in my relationship. So if I have a routine, or if I have this self-care thing where Mondays and Tuesdays is the days that I sit and I focus on my breathing, I focus on meditation, I focus on me. I make sure I'm good. My Mondays and Tuesdays is the days I schedule my doctor's appointments, my yoga classes, whatever it is that I do for my mental health, for myself. That's my personal thing, my personal self-care. That's my personal, my personal thing for me, so like that I could love you and be with you correctly and make sure that I'm good, so like that you could be good. The same way with my kids. If I'm not good, my kids are not going to be good, and if I'm not good, I feel my man is not going to be good. So I do feel my personal needs is very different from the relationship needs. The relationship needs is going to be, you want me around, or we need to spend more time together, or I need you to cook more. You understand what I'm saying? That's the relationship needs. So it's very different from the self-care. And then I want to touch into the whole, but when I met you, you wasn't like that. Well, I'm like that now. Like that's just the whole thing. I'm like that now. So you're either going to adjust to it, and we got to sit and make the arrangements to where things is we're transitioning and we're moving different, or then I don't know what to tell you, because that's
I don't like that was a power trip. That was a power trip that we just talked about. She was like, you either take it or not. Like, yo.
But is it?
Right. Because that's my
I don't think
emotional damage.
At the same time, I agree with it, right? I think it's, and I didn't say you meant it like this, but it could be the way you said it. And then people have to understand also, yes, you changed, and yes, this is who you are now. But now you have to be, I say, especially if you're married, you have to give me the chance to adjust to your adjustment. I might agree with what you're doing. I might, like, I got to get used to it. Like, and then like a lot of people say, I didn't sign up for this. Perfect example. Me and Jackie, when I was doing this, I wasn't where I was at now in my, and as far as entertainment and where I'm at. So there's times that she'll say, yo, I didn't sign up for this. You know what I mean? And that's real. But listen, this is what I'm going to do. There's no one that's going to stop me from doing this. So we're either going to have to, you either going to accept me that I'm doing this and grow with me, or like you're going to have to go, because this is what I'm going to do. This is what my purpose is. So that's why I feel like it's got to be some type of time to adjust to the adjustment.
Well, it must have been the way I said it. Because again, it must have been the way I said it.
Hold on. Say that again. Ace?
On Instagram, Joe Smith didn't sign up for his wife to be on OnlyFans.
Listen.
Hey,
is she getting? Look, is she getting paid? No.
Go ahead, Meek, because I want to comment on that. Go ahead, Meek. Go ahead.
No, so okay, maybe it was the way I said it. Again, if I'm doing something for my personal development, for my personal self-care, and this is something that I'm doing and it works for me, I'm not saying you got to get used to the shit right now, but you got to get online. The same way, and it's vice versa. It's not only me. You understand?
Get online.
We have to get online. We got to sit. I mean, how else am I supposed to say it? This is a personal development thing for me, to where I feel I have to do this, or not that I feel I have to. This is something that I'm doing to help me.
I want you. No. I want you here with me. I want you to be online with, like, you like, it's just the way you, like, for me, I'm like this. Yo, that's mad and great. Like, you're forcing me to get ahead and accept this change.
I'm not forcing nothing. I'm saying
no. But the way, listen. Look. You got to. Your words say you got to get online, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to get online. It's like, hold on. It's like get down and lay down. Okay.
Right.
My thing is, I'm sitting there saying, I want to hear you say, look, this is where I'm going, and I want you online with me.
But here's also the question, though, and it goes back to what we said: the communication. Did you spring this on the person, or is this something that you saw yourself doing? Hey, I feel as though my career is going in this direction. How do you feel about that? Not to say that whatever they say was going to change it, but it gives you the yo, get with it.
Yo, Jonathan said, my self-care is these Asian parlors. Get with it or beat it. What?
Until they get shut down. With you to the long haul, Ming Ming. But
that's happy and the J.
Right. If you come to me and say this is what I plan on doing, then I have time to adjust. You know what I'm saying? I got time to adjust to what
I'm
you're saying.
giving you your time to adjust. I guess it's
no. What I'm saying is you're not doing it.
I guess I said it too harsh.
Nah, Meek is just being real. Meek is like, Meek is just being real. And Meek said, listen, you either get with it or you got to figure it out. Because I'm out.
But here's the thing.
I'm not saying I'm out. We got to figure it out. Like, it's either.
You was like, yo, get down.
You got to figure it out. You gotta figure it out.
For example, Bill's situation of doing this full time and mine was two different things, but aligned. Bill left his job because he felt as though it's time to grow. I got let go from my job, and I was like, I don't want to go work at somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? But what aligned for both of us was, I'm pretty sure we was having that conversation with our significant other. Like, look, it's getting to this point that I see that I'm calling out more. I'm doing more and I need to grow with this career. So if you come and you say, you say, hey, Ace, babe, I really think I really want to do this, these readings more because people are asking me more. I've been seeing the ball rolling, so it's not brand new. So you don't have to say, get with it, get down or lay down, because I kind of see if I've been paying attention to your group. You know what I mean? Now, what I do want to bring up, though, before we get too far and I forget about it, is something that Bill said that I hear often. I did not sign up for this. To which my question always becomes, well, what did you sign up for? What did you sign up for? Because basically, by you saying I didn't sign up for this, meant that you had in your mind what I should be doing for the rest of my life. But we're not going to talk about that.
No, we're not.
For the rest of my life, you saw something and said, this is what I think he or she should be doing for the rest of their life. They should be moving like this. They should be pleasing me like this. So when I go to do something different, I didn't sign up for this, but what did you sign up for? Because I signed up for better or worse, rich or poor, sickness and health. That's what I signed up for.
But they ain't saying nothing about the sex. See, you left all this shit. Everything you just try to compare it to. Like, look, if you can't,
because even with that, you can put it in your vows. I tell people all the time.
He said, nah,
my shit is in the vows, yo. My shit is in the vows. Anytime, any place. Now, does she follow it? No. And then sometimes I hit her with the, that shit is in our vows. We signed that.
Yeah.
But so the question do come. I'm being honest. The question do come. What did you sign up for? Because
I like that question.
It's true.
I didn't sign up for you to get meditation and yoga and self-healing. Well, what did you sign up for?
I think one of the most important things I was saying, I remember what I was thinking about before. You see, I got my notepads. Guys start writing stuff down.
Cash. Do you see Cash on IG?
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me just get to the comments. Give us a couple. Jonathan has said, relationships are give and take. Are you willing to adjust? You want this, but I don't want that. Can we meet halfway? That's a part. That's a partnership. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I agree. I feel like like I said before, I feel like we can get the thing that I like most, that I want most is, let's just say we go into Walmart, right? You say we should go left and go around here a couple circles and get there, and I say we should go right, cut through, we can get it. Either way, we're gonna get there, right? But I gotta be willing to say, we both should be willing to say, okay, if we take my way, I want you to give the same energy that you were gonna give when we take it your way. That's when you really feel okay. Even though we didn't do what we getting the same, we're all happy. It is what it is. There's no reason to get ahead and look farther into that. And that's why I feel a lot of people are, now that we going to your way, it's like, we gotta go my way. I told you this. Or you know what I'm saying? It's different things. We made it here. But then the thing I wrote down was, how much of a priority is it for the other person? How much is the individual self-care a priority to that person? So like how much of a priority is my wife's own personal self-care and development? You know what I mean? Like how important is that to me? No, you know, how important is that to me? Like, do I really care that she gotta go to yoga? Do I really care about that's I think that's really important because once you really understand and you prioritize, you care about that, that's gonna make their life better, and it can make your life better because hopefully it's reciprocated. You know what I mean? So that's my thing when it comes to that.
I think that and then I would love to hear what Mika got to say from a woman's standpoint and from an entrepreneur standpoint of what it is that you do. Because me and Billy have a lot of stuff aligned because we do the same type of job. But I think that it's all about that person. Like, how caring are you with that person? You know what I'm saying? You got, especially when it comes to this, if I don't care enough about what you're doing, then I'm not going to be reciprocating the benefits because I don't care. But the thing has to be that I have to care enough about your growth to know that your growth is going to be beneficial to me in the long run. And I think that's basically on the individual basis. But Mika, I definitely want to know for you when it comes to like you do readings and stuff like that, and that's not normal. Like us people look at our job like, oh, it's fun. It gotta be fun. They don't realize it's work to us. They're like, oh, it's gotta be fun. Yours is like, one of those, wow, that's interesting. How is it when, do people reciprocate it well, or do you have to do a little bit more?
What you mean, like telling people, oh, what do you do for anything? I'm a medium.
Like, for example, did your husband support or does he show the same kind of enthusiasm as you would in himself when it comes to, hey, I got 4 readings today? He's like, oh shit, there you go. Like,
yeah, no. He doesn't. It's not like he doesn't show interest. Like, I'm like, yo, I have 4 readings today. Oh, go ahead, get your bread. But it's not like, oh, how did it go? What happened? Or like, he doesn't show that type of interest in what it is that I do, especially with the cosmetic line. Like, he's just like, okay, that's what's up. Now if it's the other way around, it's different. I'll be doing websites and doing all this other stuff. But it's I think it doesn't bother me because that's just who he is. I know that's like how he is. He's just that type of person. Do I require it? I do. But then again, like I said, I once I express something and you don't listen to what it is that I'm saying, I'm just gonna leave it alone. But when it comes to my business and stuff, like you see, I say it's my business. He doesn't partake in none of it. It's like, that's your shit.
That's good. That's interesting.
And we
Cash said,
is in the building.
What up? 24 Highways. Cash.
Oh man, what's good?
There you go. Yeah, Cash said real
There
quick.
you go.
Cash said AAs do T support hoodie A's. She really does not care for hoodie Ace because she knows it matches her energy. Because that's T without a hood on. She don't give a shit. So I have
emotional damage.
be mindful of that.
Yeah, but real quick, I just want to go to Tanisha in the on Instagram. Said my guy and I fight over which train is faster to Yankee Stadium. We said one day we are going to shake on it, and we're going to separate and go our separate ways to see who's right. And it's crazy because I swear, I be driving home, right? There's this right turn I can make. Jackie goes, well, if we go straight, it goes faster, right? So now I go straight, and all of a sudden it goes from 8 minutes to 7 minutes. But we're going straight. I say, do you not understand? If we made the right and went straight, it'd say 7 minutes right when I get it. It's the same thing because the same mileage, whatever.
When it comes to that driving, right? Whoever's driving, you're driving. I'm minding my business, right? That's how I feel. When I'm driving, let me drive. Let me drive. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, I ain't
You
saying
sitting there. Let me just drive. Let me do what I gotta do because I'm driving. Because when you're driving, I'm not bothering you. I'm paying attention out the window. My hand is out the window. I'm just enjoying the ride. Don't tell me what to do when I'm driving. Leave me
I hate
alone.
the, I
Let me
hate I
drive.
hate the
That's why
passenger
we
I don't
got a
even
seat.
talk no
GPS.
more.
That's why we got Siri. That's why we got the Waze app. That's why we got all of that. I don't need you to tell me which way to go. I'm driving.
Thank you.
Shout
Hersh.
out to hers. Shout out to hers. Absolutely love the topic and super excited about the new platform to set. We miss you, Hers. You know you always welcome. You always welcome to come in brunch with us. You know how we do. But yo, we got a guest in here. Slim Don is in the building. Slim, how you doing, my brother? How you doing, my brother?
Yo, what's good?
What up?
So how you feel about this question, man? Should couples prioritize individual self-care, personal development over the needs of the relationship?
Uh, yes. And let me tell you why. Because I think that's when my relationship or my marriage started to flourish. Is when I start to focus on myself. Because I was worried too much about pleasing Ashley in ways that she didn't even want to be pleased.
Mm.
And it's because I was assuming that I needed to do those things for her. But when I started to focus on me, like her main priority was me growing. So once I started growing, then our relationship started to become better and she was able to grow. When she started to be able to go out with her friends, or when she started doing therapy, when I started doing therapy, like not couples therapy, because you can't attack a couple's issue if you're not attacking your own issues first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no issue.
And we really we recognized that like maybe like 9 years into our marriage, like yo, like we're just now getting this together. Like we're just now figuring it out. Like I love you, but I'm more important than me, because if you leave right now, I have to be able to survive.
Mm.
And if I can't survive on my own, like if I've built my personality or whatever I am into you and you take that part away from me, then what am I going to do?
You know, it's funny you say that, because not to get sentimental, but my pops just said that to my mom. Like, if something happened to you, what do I do now? And I think the older generation didn't, especially men, didn't have the whole somebody promoting them to go get self-love and self-care. And that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't a thing for the older generation. For us, it is. But for my father, my father
So now,
barely wanted to show affection. My father barely wanted to show affection to me, as far as like he'll say I love you, of course, but I had to break him into like me giving him a kiss on the cheek and stuff like that. That man was like, "What the hell are you doing?
Word.
Get your damn lips off for your mama." Like, you know what I mean?
What's the name? Her said on YouTube. She said if your personal, mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical care is off, it affects everyone around you, including your mate. And yes, it must be much to you got to prioritize yourself. And that's what I said before. If you coming into the relationship damaged and hurt, you're no good for people. You know what I'm saying? If you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? She also said a lot of times we try to love people the way we feel they should be loved versus what we show and express. It's extremely important to listen to your mate and understand their needs. And that goes back to what we always used to say. I'm dealing with this topic now. But look, I'm happy we're able to get ahead and talk about this and get it all out. Pause. But
So I want to say, right, I agree with that too. If and as a woman, right, a woman as a mom and a wife, I had to learn eventually that soon my kids are gonna move out of my house. Soon my kids are gonna have their own life, and for a very long time, I made my life just my kids and my husband, my kids and my husband, my kids and my husband. I didn't think of me, my kids, my husband, me, my kids and my husband. So it got to a point to where I didn't know what to do with myself when kids started making choices on their own, and they didn't want mommy's advice. And then it got to where me and my this relationship, marriage issues that start happening, and I'm here stuck. Like all I know is being a mom. All I know is being a wife. I've never sat and said, let me find something else that's gonna make me feel better about myself, or feel more, or just get myself out of seeing that I'm more than just a mom. I'm more than just a wife. If God forbid something happens to my husband tomorrow, I'm already, how can I say it? Not that I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be okay. I'm not gonna be okay, but I'm gonna be okay because I didn't just prioritize him. I didn't just prioritize the kids. I put myself in, I allowed myself, I gave myself time to grow and learn who I really am. So like that I can move forward in life as well. Because again, I could meet my soulmate right now. We could get married right now. This is the love of my life. And we said, and we get this house, and God forbid a week later something happens to him. I can't. I have to always. It should always be a plan B, and plan B for me is my self care.
Yeah, sometimes people adopt those identities of a parent or a husband before they even figure out who they are. So you tend to get lost in being a father. Like that's the only thing you know. The only thing you know how to be is a husband. Like that's the only thing you know. So when it comes to just being Bill or when it comes to just being Ace, it's just like who is Ace? You know what I mean? When Ace takes off this dad hat, when Bill takes off this husband hat, who is Bill?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that also that definitely comes with the self-care from the beginning. A lot of people go into relationships with these issues. I mean, of course they're going to be there forever. You know, everybody has maternal, paternal issues, all of that other stuff that gets brought into your relationship. But like, unless you try to fix those or solve those things before you get there, you're going to start resenting whatever you're doing while you're in it. You're going to start resenting being a husband. You're going to resent being a father because, damn, like, can I get a break? Can I get a moment? Can I sit down and clip my toenails without somebody coming in and asking me a question? Like,
that joint is real. And then just to touch the comments, Hazel on Instagram says, "See, now as a new mom, it gets overwhelming because I'm trying to make sure everyone else is good and me, but I'd be fucked. I'm trying to do that now by doing something I love and add to my schedule because I need to feel and yeah, you knew since I'm giving birth, I have yet to sit and breathe. Definitely had a breakdown. Nah, and I say that for women as far as and partners don't get it at times because they expect you to be Superman. And I'll go ahead and say this. I feel like this a lot of women, you know, they deal with postpartum and you know all those different things. Like, and if you have a man, boyfriend, a father that's in that life like that, I say that for the men. That's something that you really gotta be there with the women because it's a lot. It's a lot. And then I'm gonna say to the women on y'all, it's okay. Y'all have to understand it's okay to say I need me time. I think a lot of women say, "Oh, I got to do this," and then you got to, especially if you got a father or father that's trying to be there. You know what? Don't feel, "Oh, I got to." No, take a minute for yourself. You're allowed to, even as your kids grow and stuff like that. Don't feel bad about, "Oh, I went and did this." Now you know the difference between you saying fuck them kids, as an angry producer would say, and you out every week and you ain't there for your kids. You do no, but when you busting your ass and doing what you need to do, you deserve. I deserve that mom night, and I don't care. But anybody says you deserve that for you, for your mental. That's you need to recharge. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for you to be able to recharge, it's just real. So that's just something just to be aware of.
Hazel was saying
Actually, we all need it. Men and women need it. Men and you know, I say men need their time from us too. Y'all men need y'all time from us too, especially after we had a baby. We going through postpartum, the babies. All we super duper naturally bipolar. So men need their personal time too. Yeah, everybody needs it. Everybody needs it. Everybody needs PC time for themselves to get your mind right, so you could think right without everybody all up in your face asking you questions. Go do this, go do that. Everybody needs that PC time. Everybody needs that.
But Hazel saying that she's scared to say she need me time. She's saying that she's scared.
And I feel like that right there, the scared part, that's communication. But the thing is this. Now that becomes a whole nother situation if you're scared to say that, because that means whoever you're with, you can't be you. And right now you're already settling. And I feel like if you're just gonna settle for this, like I'm gonna give you what you asked for. You know what I'm saying? If a closed mouth don't get fed. And at the end of the day, I feel like the way you communicate to whoever you know who it is, you got to be able to communicate. Y'all got to learn how to communicate with each other, because if not, you're going to be sitting there walking around on eggshells when you can't be yourself, and that is more stress that you're putting on yourself, and it's killing yourself. It's crazy.
There should be no reason why you tiptoeing around the house before you got to leave. Like you got to, let me take the trash out, or let me clean the blinds, or let me do this because you're afraid that you're gonna get chewed out when you outside. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
The worst thing is, man, I need me time, and they say for what? That's the worst.
Yeah,
That's the worst.
I think that's about as bad as somebody saying like the whole
For what? What you
heal
need
me.
me time for?
Yeah, nah. If you need me time, take your me time. My thing is just this though. I tell people all the time, me time. I should see a difference than what you do all the time. Meaning, if you a person that knows how to go out and eat or hang out with your girls, and you do that all the time, So we're not talking about how, like Slim said, with Ashley, that, once he got himself together, Ashley started going out with her girlfriends. Let's just say Ashley always went out with her girlfriends. That was the one part that he didn't, she gonna go out with her girls. You know what I'm saying? At least once, maybe twice a month. She ain't ODing. She just going out at least once, twice a month. And then she said to Slim, I need me time. And he like, okay, well, what does that look like? Me going out with my girls? You do that already.
Yeah.
You do that already. I think me time should be something that you rarely do, or it's something introducing to me where I'm like, I didn't know that you even wanted to do that. Now let's incorporate that. I need some me time. I want to get more into healing. I want to get more into to therapy. I want to get it more. Then I can understand it. But when you just say the same stuff that you're constantly doing, and it's like, okay, but you already had plans on going out Friday with them. Yeah, but I need Friday to come sooner. Like, what you want me to do?
Yeah, and I think yo, shout out to Cash. Cash said, "Take your time. I got the kids. We gonna practice wrestling moves, and I'm teaching." What he said, I'm teaching the kids about the figure 4 leg lock. That's something you got. You like honestly, you should be good and okay.
I
but
like
yeah,
that.
I feel like
agree with that, Cash.
and you got it. You have to get ahead and. In any with kids, without kids, I don't care who you are. That me time is so important. You're prioritizing. People are so worried about. Oh, I don't want to get be about. Nah, sometimes you got to be about you. Especially when you outpouring into everybody all the time, that drink gets exhausting, and you're holding on. You're putting more weight on yourself, and you're taking care of everybody else. They're not taking care of yourself, and then you start noticing within your relationships that you might be bringing anger into your like. I know sometimes we just gonna be transparent, like I said. I know sometimes my wife can be stressed out, and when she's stressed out, it has nothing to do with the house. It could be with work or whatever, right? So now, whatever's stressing us, now you bringing that home and then acting out on us, and now it becomes something else. But now you need a break, so go get your break. So now you can come back. Like after work, I had a long day. Yo, I just need to get ahead and go have a drink to cool down for a minute, and then come home. If I say no, you don't need to do that. We got Tanisha in the building.
Hello. How are you?
Sideways.
Turn your phone sideways.
What was that?
Turn your phone sideways. Now, there you go. Now you with it. Tanisha, how you doing? Welcome, Good Brunchin. So what you want to talk about?
So like I know, like me and my guy, like we travel a lot, and I think what helps is that every year we kind of set like a girls trip and a guys trip, kind of sometimes around the same time, sometimes not. But that that helps with your your own personal self-care, because yeah, it's fun to go on vacation and do things together, but sometimes like just that guy time or the girl time is completely different. So and of course, like,
so basically you trying to say you going on a girls trip with the guy's elephant trunk and swinging. Y'all know y'all acting crazy. Y'all look, whole party changed now. Look, girls trip, guys trip. That's gonna be another topic right there. Girls trip, guys trip. You let your guys go.
No, so it's funny because
you feel that helps.
It definitely does help, and it's funny because you say that, because I know they usually, so for what the guys do, because sometimes it's as big as a group as like 10 guys. What they do is every year they drop ideas into a hat, and then whatever one is picked out, that's where they go in the following year. So he gets mad because some of the guys are a lot more laid back, and like I think they put like Colorado or something like that, and like we did Jamaica and Bahamas, and he's like, "What the heck?" I'm like, "Talk to your guys. Like, y'all picking the boring trips, not me."
Nah, I'll be honest with you. It's some stuff there that they could find. It's just a matter of where they looking. But also the other thing is, and this goes with your husband's self-care, or he may be interested in doing things that are more tropical.
Yes.
And his boys is like, yo, we just want to go out and chill. And he like, yo, but I want to walk on the beach somewhere, my dude. Like, that might be his thing.
I think this stupid Cass said, but this is real. Cass said women go to Jamaica and get the mud rubbed on their asses. And that's real. They be sitting there mud rubbed in the water, because I know y'all be seeing that. And look, enjoy that. I better not be there, because the little finger look like it be slipping sometime. But but real talk, I think it's important for that male and female trip, because I feel like Tamika said, sometimes we need time away from y'all. We with y'all every single day. We up on, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I need my time away from you. You need your time away from me. It's just why you go and be respectful. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I got my my alpha convention that comes out. Every time I got my alpha convention, it's just like I go with my brothers. I can just be out wherever it is. It might be Atlantic City. They ain't know where it is, but I'm like, it's a way for me to just be away from a wife. And when she has her thing, I'd be like, go, bye. I got all the kids got everything. I got it. I want you to go, because you go and you have a good time. You ain't got to worry about nothing here. This is one thing I'm going to tell y'all, everybody, to do. If you are doing self-care, please enjoy your self-care. Don't be on self-care calling me. Don't enjoy yourself. Exactly. Like, you can check in and do whatever, but be on self-care and enjoy yourself. Be on vacation. Check in. Hey, about to go. Okay, enjoy yourself. Shoot a text. But then if you want to sit there and get away and you on the phone all day and
time.
we FaceTime, come on. I'm still with you.
This the one that killed me. They call him like, can I speak to the kids? No, you can't, because you supposed to be away.
I say in the morning and before you go to bed. Call me in the morning before they go to bed. The kids are getting to be calling me. But listen, people, I want to thank y'all. Slim, thank you for coming in. Tanisha, thank you for dropping in. Y'all always welcome back to the Good Brunchin Podcast. Thank y'all for pulling up on us. We appreciate y'all. But look, listen, people, we went a little over, but it's all good. We had another good show in the books. And people, it's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Please, if y'all ever want to send in anything, send it to the Good Brunchin Podcast at gmail.com, and follow us on all platforms. If you missed any of the show, you can go ahead and go back and watch it on YouTube, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Till next time, we'll see y'all tomorrow, 12 o'clock, same place, same time. It's your boy, Bill the Billionaire, Ace Brown, and Tamika. And this has been the Good Brunchin Podcast. We out of here.
Good brunchin', a good brunchin', a good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody, good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody, good brunchin'.
You are tuned into